Hello everybody, welcome back. Make a real quick video because we're doing the live Patreon members stream tonight. So if you want to be a member of that, there's a link in the description below. It's just where we look at lots of altcoins for a couple of hours. Basically, you let me know what you want to look at, and we'll look at it together. So Bitcoin looks like it wants to reach its natural top for the moment. All right, so that's fine. This is the top of the Bollinger Band. That's no problem. It's a very obvious place for it to pull back. It can obviously move higher, and I would welcome that itself. But if we just move over to the Nasdaq's more or less doing the same. Top of the Bollinger Band with a strong horizontal level of resistance there. Look, I welcome the idea of this moving forward, and I actually think it will. But for the moment, it's been a decent run. And we were talking about this, you know, we were planning it especially for weeks, really, for months probably. We were talking about how the market is counterintuitive, you know, so we had a massive parabolic run, the biggest one since 2017, really. It's a big one, and inflation wasn't high, but we all knew it was going to be. And then suddenly we got these huge inflation reports over here, and we continue to go down. What the hell? What's going on? And then rate hike. Oh my God, rate hike's going to kill everything. No, it won't. It's counterintuitive. And then we got a nice little lift. We were talking about this on the live stream. I also made a video about it. Where are we? Over here. So 9 days ago, the moment we've been waiting for, just leading up to the rate hike. Yeah, time to risk some cash. And, you know, I was talking about maybe 5 to 10% of whatever it is that you've got. Put it into some small cap coins. They're likely to move just by default. The market will move as one. The small caps will move more than the others. And that's what we've got. And, you know, how many days ago was that? And that video was 9 days ago, wasn't it? So, yeah, let's have a look at some of these altcoins, for instance, because that's what we had our eyes on. Even EOS has managed to move over a period of what? How many days is this? Green. We've got 8 days of green. So that video was made on the red day, and then we got 8 days of green after that. Look, I'm not a genius. It's you know, it could just be luck, but you know, I did explain the entire event, and it is playing out exactly as predicted. Like Carl from the Moon would say, it's exactly as predicted. So look, at this stage now, because the major pump, or should I say the major pump, the move that we got was generally based upon rate hike, counterintuitive trading, allowing us to build upon the clarification that they give us at the Federal Reserve. They're the ones that count. So now what we've got to see is how do we benefit from this now? Are we going to continue up, or are we just going to continue in this sideways movement? So we've got yet again another golden cross. No big deal. We're above the $41,000 zone. That's good. The Nasdaq is a major component to this, which is still below this major horizontal line, the 200 exponential, and obviously if you go to the weekly, the 20 weekly, right, which is all the way up here at well, it's not too far away in all fairness, 14,600. So if we reclaim all of those sort of things, then yeah, it looks like full recovery is imminent. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty hopeful. I've got a bias obviously towards up, but I don't put my life on the line there. I did take some chips off the table in December, and I've been dollar cost averaging back in on 2 occasions. You all know the strategy, speak about it all the time. And the last thing I was talking about was buying, you know, blindly into some of these altcoins that we look at on the live stream. You know, but only risking 5 or 10% because we're just looking to see how, you know, almost like a bet that's got a high degree of success. You know, it's like the odds are really good for something to happen, especially for the small caps. And it's happened. But now I'm looking for this to cool off for a little bit, just over today and tomorrow, maybe for the best part of the week. And so long as we can hold the $41,000 zone for Bitcoin, we could probably push up faster than most people might think. You know, moving up into the towards the $50,000 zone certainly. But for the moment, we're still within this zone, still within this range. Boring as anything. And look, there is a signal that's getting close to forming. It's the Ichimoku cloud. It would be a pump signal that could push it up even higher, but it's not formed yet. We need to close above 43,000 on a daily to get that. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't really take it particularly serious if we did get that signal. I like the way that the 4-hourly looks, which is very much in line with an accumulation. Cross, negative, positive, negative, positive. So maybe this is the positive that pushes us back into this box and beyond. But to be honest with you, much is going to take time, right? We're going to have to see how the Nasdaq behaves, because it is honestly these trades, these calls that we made over this last week, is pretty much based upon, first of all, the monetary policy of the Financial Reserve, and then on top of that, sneaky little breakouts that were forming on the Nasdaq. So we got that Nasdaq breakout the other day, so we assumed that we were going to get that on a Bitcoin continuation, and we also got that on the total market cap 2 and on the total market cap 3. Again, you can see that this is very much like a Bitcoin and a Nasdaq combined into the same kind of vibe. So again, you know, educated guess led us to make these successful trades that we've done recently. But you know, I'm not under any illusion. Whatever was given to us today could be taken away tomorrow. So it's always worth being careful and cautious. We are effectively sideways with no particular bias on the technicals here, and if you go to, you know, a weekly, for instance, the bears actually have the upper hand still. You know, until we reclaim that 46,000, the 20 weekly over here, Bitcoin technically could just be forming one more higher low, or lower high, sorry. Right, so I'll see you on the Patreon tonight. I'm doing that at 8, so you've got 3 hours to join if you want to take part in that. Otherwise, I hope you have a nice day and take it easy.